Sports Tonight is back again. We're broadcasting live from Channels TV, Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. It's good to have you join us to talk sports. I'm Austin Okonakwan. We're following everything that is going on in this year's Europa League Cup final. What a story. We thought that Olympic Marseille will have the edge because it is being played in Lyon right there in France. But no, Antoine Griezmann is on fire. He has scored a brace, and it seems that Atletico Madrid will just be winning the Europa League title without Diego Simeone right there. Understand? So that's the story with the Europa League, and once again it tells you the story of football, that impossible is nothing. You know, Atletico Madrid just kept going on and on and on and on and on in the final, and they're looking good to win the title. We'll talk about the Europa League final that is being played right there in Lyon in France. Also on the show tonight, I'll give you updates coming from the Channels International Kids Cup Season 10 is upon us. Hello, are you ready for the best of grassroots football? Do you want to see football played in its purest form by young kids in primary school under the ages of 13? Then you must follow everything we're doing with the Channels International Kids Cup. We have 2 schools from Lagos State that will represent the state. We have 2 schools coming out of the country. That's why it's an international edition. The boys from Ghana and the boys from Benin Republic, they're coming to Lagos to join other teams from different parts of the country. Delta State, they have their representatives. I'll tell you tonight on the program. This gives us so much joy because we're going back to where you should go to if your football is not having it right. That's what Belgium did. When Belgium wasn't having it good with their football, let's say forget about senior football. Let's go back to the basics. And today, you know the story of Belgium and all of the superstars on parade when you talk about Belgian football. I'll tell you about the Channels International Kids Cup tonight on the show. We also have updates coming from judo. Yes, we have the National Judo Championships. It's supposed to, that one is scheduled to begin from May the 18th till the 22nd. We'll talk about it also on the show. We'll continue our countdown to the 2018 FIFA World Cup. Hello, it's 29 more days, 29 more days to the World Cup. We cannot wait for that one to come. There's been a lot of questions, you know. The Super Eagles, are they really ready? Coach Genoro tried to answer. We now have the provisional 30-man list. But people have also been asking, you know, Nigerian football fans, they don't play with their football. They say, what is the style? The style of the Super Eagles. Because in 1994, we know that we will soak you up in the middle, take you to the wings. You will think Finidi George cannot run. It's just going to get into the 18-yard box. I'll put a pass. God bless you. So Rashidi Yekin will finish calmly. What is the style of the Super Eagles? That's the question for Coach Genoro tonight. He will try to answer us. So walk with us on this journey. We'll tell you, Sweden, they have named their squad for the World Cup. England also have talks for us before that friendly game that they'll be playing with the Super Eagles on June the 2nd. I keep telling you, there's an action-packed sort of sports. We have results we have updates from the MPFL. We also have updates from the CAF Confederations Cup in Ba. What happened to them? Under 17 minutes, they were blown away by Kara Brazzaville. They lost by 3-0. We'll talk about it. We'll also talk about the Nigerian Women's Premier League. We have results coming in tonight. And of course, every other thing that is going down in our world of sports, an action-packed, racy-pacey, exciting world of sports. So let's bring you into the discussion. How can I do this show without you? Let's hear from you. What are you talking about in this world of sports? I want to hear from you. Talk to us. Feedback mechanisms are still the same. But just in case you don't know, on Twitter, we're Channels_sports. Facebook, we're Channels-sports. You can also send us an email. It's sportstonight@channelstv.com. All our top stories can also be viewed on our website. It's channelstv.com, on the YouTube/ChannelsWeb. If you log on to f.channelstv.com, you'll be able to download the Channels TV app for your iPad, your iPhone, your BlackBerry, your iOS, your Windows phones, and your Android phones can also do it. Log on to m.channelstv.com, download the app, and you will be part of everything. I mean, everything will not leave you out of anything that is happening, particularly what you want to talk about. There's a place for you when I just give you the baton and I watch you run. You want to run with us on the show tonight? Let's do it together. Let's welcome the guys that are with us in the studio. Joseph Mukuzi is back on the show. Joseph, what's up on sports tonight?
Always a pleasure. Brazil have just named their squad, 23-man squad. You know, Danilo, Coutinho, Paulinho, Austin Okonakman.
I don't know about that.
You know, so really they are all set, and everything is just looking so good, and you know, they are very hopeful of this World Cup. You know, with the way Coach TT has been able to think out with the team. Great result. They are hopeful of a great outing this time around.
That's right. Inyobong Monday is also with us on the program. Inyobong, good to have you on the show.
Good to be here, Austin. And yesterday, the provisional squad for the Super Eagles was made public, and it does look like the reality is dawning on us. The World Cup is just weeks away. It's nearly upon us, and we now get the idea of the players who will be at the World Cup, and there's a lot of excitement, the mixed feelings here and there, and also we're just looking forward to the World Cup because I think it would be a tournament to remember.
It is definitely going to be a tournament to remember. The Super Eagles of Nigeria were monitoring their progress. Provisional 30-man list has been released yesterday. We had the media officer, Toyin Ibitoye. He told us a lot of things about that list, the expectations from the coach, and of course, you, the fans. Do you know that quality everywhere in that list, but 7 players will be dropped. 7. That's arguably the toughest job to do right now for Coach Gennaro and his team, because even Junior Locosa has the quality to go to the World Cup.
I was talking with him backstage, and I was telling him that I was just wondering maybe the manager is taking a lot more on himself, because like you rightfully said, 30 man to prune down 7 players from the team is a big job, because by the time the training, they begin camping and they start to train, and there would be lots of desire and commitment in that training, and all of a sudden the manager will start getting confused, or maybe just quite very difficult to choose the 23-man squad. But I know that Gennaro has the players on his mind. He knows the players he wants to take to the World Cup, and I'm certain he'll be able to take the right players to the World Cup. But Austin, it is a tough job, believe me. It is really a tough job. I don't envy him.
I don't think it's a tough job. I believe strongly that the coach already has his team.
So after he does the job and you don't see Mikel Obi there now.
No, the thing is that what he wants to do is that he's looking for impact players, and he's trying to spread the tentacles, you know, give himself enough options to look at those players. He already has an idea of top 15, top 16. And if you look at that team, really, you realize that there are about 6 to 7 shirts that are technically free. You know, you look at it. In this team, if you look at it in the defense, you realize there are some players that are, you know, that well can drop, and I don't think people would have so much concern. The likes of Awazim, you know, looks very much like a plastic player to me. You know, and so many other players, I do believe that. You know, they can drop conveniently. I think he wants to give himself enough option, and then at the end of it, he has an idea of already what he wants.
Okay, so that's it. When the final 23-man list is released and you don't see Leon Balogun, this guy that believes that about 6 players can still be cut down in that list. But that's the fun in this for the fans. Let them give you something to talk about. Leave the job to the coach. Whoever makes that final list, just support. Yesterday, Tony said we should pray for the team, and right here on live TV, I said, let us pray. Start praying while they work. They will work and pray. We will pray. Our work will be support them more. We just need to keep supporting the team.
I was really surprised when he kept using the word pray.
But there's nothing wrong with it this time.